Women, what do you find most confusing about men? I know my GF is mind baffled by this, but when she is pissed and having a terrible day she wants me to distract her and talk to her and be there for her. When I'm mad and or upset I like to be alone and distracted. I don't want to talk about it because it reminds me of the issue and I can't move on from it. I just want to play basketball or video games. I want to be left alone. Why men rarely ask for further detail. Husband and friend make plans to have a games night starting 5 PM at friend's place. That's all the info covered. Should we bring any games? It is at dinner time. Are we eating there? Are we meant to bring food? How many people are we feeding? Who is going to be there? Nothing. He knows nothing. I use my wife's shampoo sometimes just because the smell reminds me of her and that makes me happy. What always confused me about my fiancé is how he doesn't know anything about his family or friends. I asked him why his parents moved to our city we lived in now. It's a small town, so I'm always curious how people end up here, and he's like I don't know. So I went and asked his mom what brought them here, and she went into this whole thing about how, when they got out of the Navy, Mike, fiancé dad, got an opportunity to be a partner in a company down here. My fiancé sat there, slack jaw and said I just thought dad worked for that company. I didn't know he was part owner. We have had several of these types of moments in the past 6 years we've been today. It just amazes me. He doesn't think to ask just basic questions. My wife says she never understood how my friend walks into the apartment and goes straight to the kitchen and grabs stuff to eat drink, like it's his own home. On top of it I don't give a f. She says she could never do with her girlfriends. How little they know about their friends. My husband was friends with a guy for years and didn't know how old he was. What is up with having friends that give you shit and attitude and it's all good? It's like you all like to torment each other and laugh about it. Not all men, just the ones I know. Edit. Awesome responses. It puts it into perspective lol. How they absolutely refuse to ask for help. Back when we had no smartphones we were trying to find my friend's street and this guy I was with preferred to walk aimlessly for 30 minutes before I had enough and dared to ask someone for directions. Pretty much the first rule of the standard male mindset is that we are native problem solvers. Present a challenge and it becomes a project. A man is not lost, he just hasn't solved the puzzle of how to get to his destination yet. If you come to us with a sob story looking for a sympathetic ear, please make sure you tell us that early on. Otherwise you'll hear, have you tried X? Maybe Y would help with that when you really just want damn that sucks. Let me give you a foot rub. Apparently men can go into mental neutral and not think about anything. If this is true, how the duck does that even work? Also, hands in pants when watching relaxing. Don't get it. Edit. This blew up. How do I clear my inbox? Why are guys so apprehensive about receiving gifts? Buddy, I found a cool pair of socks that looks like a shark is eating your foot, and I paid next to nothing for it. Why do you have to act like you now have to pay for my college tuition? Can I not just gift guys things for fun? When you guys wear skinny jeans, where TF does your deck go? Like, not sexually but as a concerned person. Does that get tucked or something? Wouldn't that hurt when you take off your jeans at the end of the day? Edit. I now know why people say RIP to their inbox. Damn. Also I do know guys who wear skinny jeans. They're a lot better in retail warehousing, where I used to work, than those annoying dress pants. Depends on the guy. Most guys just have it kinda scrunched up on one side, but it's difficult to tell since skinny jeans have a surprising amount of crotch space. Flaccid penises are really flexible. They can get into all sort of crazy positions without any harm. Just scrunching it up while putting on your pants is enough for most guys. The real issue is the testes. Can't have pressure on those or else it hurts. Skinny jeans leave room for testes, which in turn leaves plenty of room for the penis. How I can tell my husband where something is, and he can look right at it and say, with certainty, it's not there. Edit. In order to calm at least one replier in this thread, let me assure you that there is not a lot of ass sitting happening in this house. Get off your ass and help him. Ha ha ha. Nor is anyone here so overly stressed that they literally lose their eyesight. This is a pretty common occurrence, evidently with scientific reasoning. Calm yourself. A guy asked my friend for her number. He never called. Something similar happened to me. Why even bother getting someone's phone number? Edit. In my case, we texted and agreed to meet up on a certain day and grab drinks. Fast forward, on said day, a Friday, he all of a sudden texts me saying that he has to work now because his colleague called in sick. He works in a bar. He tells me he's going to message me on Monday so we could set something up again, but he never did. I'm assuming he got nervous or met someone else. Advice for girls: if you find something confusing, ask them. Whether he's a co-worker, friend, or more importantly, boyfriend. Guys don't mind explaining why they did things. We have a reason. It may be a dumb reason, but it's dictated by a train of thought. We also prefer girls to be direct rather than cloak and dagger. The more we know about each other, the easier things are. Likewise, if a guy asks you why you did something, we always interested in brushing up on any sort of girl logic at any given opportunity. Whether or not they are into a woman. Swear to God, one day they can display evidence of attraction, then the next it's like a switch went off and they want nothing to do with you. I've realized over the years sometimes it's just a bad day for them and not about me at all. However, I still can't read them. Lol. Edit. Holy shit, I did not expect this to blow up. Why they hide the fact that they are obsessed with hugs and other platonic forms of physical affection. Edit. To all the women out there, try to give your guy friends an occasional pat on the back or ask them if they want a hug from time to time. I had a friend who really appreciated it. Why some of the guys I know turn in completely different people when around their friends. I've seen women do it as well, but never that big of a 180 as the men I know. Why does it take you so long to poop? Do you not have enough fiber in your diet? Our man poops unfathomably large to a woman and just takes so much effort to pass? Maybe you're just sitting there playing on your phone. Most men I've met spend at least half an hour each time pooping. If a woman spent a half an hour on the toilet, you'd be worried she passed out in there or something. That guys can go from fighting and beating each other up to suddenly being back to friends. Are you guys really friends? Is it just taking frustration out on each other? What is it and how? How men and their male friends don't really talk about anything important going on in their lives with one another. They will go through the worst heartbreak of their lives and not say anything about it. They don't communicate about major life events or ask each other deep questions. Only always talking about surface level shit like music or fishing, and it baffles me. Is the meaning of life written on your butt cheeks? Why do you try to hide it at all costs? Is your asshole sacred? Why is it that if I send you a message that has 3+ parts, you only respond to the least important part? If I'm like, hey, I saw our mutual friend while running errands. Let me know what you want for dinner, I'm about to go pick it up. And did you take out the trash? I get a response that says, oh yeah Dave, haven't seen him in a while. Apostrophe. My wife likes to do this. After being married for 12 years, I know how to answer this. Neat. Chick done. But let's pretend you send this to someone with less experience. You have given them 3 pieces of information that is completely unrelated to each other. You could either use these as 3 separate texts or skip the friend part, tell him later and just say, what do you want for dinner, and real quick, did you take out the trash? You come over every day, want to hold my hand, touch me, kiss me, dance in the kitchen together while cooking our dinner, tell me your secrets and dreams, have passionate sex, but claim you don't have any feelings for me. Why don't you like flowers? They're nice and pretty and make the room smell nice. I want to buy flowers for all my loved ones, but men don't seem to give a shit about flowers. Edit. I now understand, but I still think flowers are dope, and it makes sad that you guys don't like them. Yeah, they die, but so does everything in life, and not all things look nice and make your room smell pretty. Also, they aren't that expensive. You can get them cheap at the supermarket, and they still make the room nice. When their skin is crusty and breaking out, but refuse to use skincare products like facial masks to fix it because they find it too feminine. Like buddy, everyone has skin, it's no big deal using these products. How they make friends with everyone. Seriously, I was at work and saw two guys get in a massive screaming match, almost fighting. I grab security, and when we go to check it, the two guys are standing and laughing. They weren't even friends. They didn't know each other before that night, and suddenly they're best buds. Edit. Because so many people are saying I shouldn't have gotten security, let me clarify this. I work in a bar. If a fight happens, people are at risk. There are glasses that can be used as weapons. If two people are fighting outside the pub, we just tell them to take it elsewhere, and we have done. But the minute they are on our legal grounds, it becomes our responsibility to deal with it. I wasn't overreacting. I was doing my job. Edit 2. I'm a 5FD1 woman, and I barely have customers listen to me when I tell them to stop doing stuff anyway, because people are assholes. I couldn't have broken up the fight or argument myself. I don't get paid enough to deal with that shit anyway, and I had other things to do, like serve people and collect glasses.